Each year we really have extraordinary students who come from all over the greater Delaware Valley region to our programming, and each one writes their own story when they're here.
The PYO Music Institute is actually like the start of my story. So my first year in orchestra was actually a COVID year, and everything was online, and that's when I met Maestro Bailey, and he taught me how to play timpani all over Zoom.
It was a bit of a struggle practicing timpani. I transformed my drum set into a timpani setup with my snare drum, my floor tom, and my other two toms on top. And so that was a bit difficult.
I went and I auditioned for Maestro Primavera when I was 13. He told me that he would accept me into the orchestra, but I would have to sit in the back and he would keep an eye on me. So that wasn't intimidating at all.
Playing for this ensemble was helping me write my story for the future by giving me the tools I need to grow. I joined it the first year it existed, so I didn't know anything about it. I hadn't heard PYJO play before. I read the description and it said something like playing the music of Count Basie, Duke Ellington, Dizzy Gillespie. If we're gonna be in a big band playing all this music, I needed that experience.
I still remember my first rehearsal there. I was super nervous. I had just auditioned and had gotten in. I realized that I was a part of something special. It was a huge sound that we were able to make under the baton of Maestro Joseph Primavera.
We've welcomed back over the years our alumni to take leadership roles here at the PYO Music Institute. Patrick Bailey, our program director for our Philadelphia Youth Symphonic Band program. Justin Faulkner, another PYO alum, is back with us on faculty to lead our Philadelphia Youth Jazz Orchestra program.
We did a side-by-side reading with the Philadelphia All-City Orchestra and PYO. The greatest thing happened. Maestro Scaglione came to the back and he said, you're a decent timpanist. I'm like, oh, okay, well, thank you, sir. He said, don't let it go to your head.
One of the main reasons I joined PYJO was because Justin Faulkner directs it.
The thing that was always great for me was my mother and father played jazz and classical music for me consistently at the house. So, I grew up listening to Brahms as well as John Coltrane.
The story that PYO added to my life, there's so many answers to that question. What the youth orchestra did for me wasn't just about commitment to my own progress, but it was also like a sense of responsibility to the group, knowing that if I was unprepared, that I was going to be a weak link in the chain.
A lot of the life lessons that you learn with PYO, you're going to be able to take with you into the future. I'm always struck by things that I find creeping up in my own career that involve skills that I learned when I was with PYO.
The Philadelphia Youth Orchestra Music Institute uses extraordinary music education through the pursuit of music excellence to inspire a strong sense of character, discipline, commitment, and community for our diverse student population. Or as I like to say, we train tomorrow's leaders.
If it wasn't for PYO, I think my life would probably take a very different trajectory. PYO absolutely helped prepare me for the future. Even though I did not go into music, it absolutely helped me prepare for a future in medicine. I finally got to intersect my two careers then, my non-paid career of music and my current position as a physician into one. And that was when I got involved with the World Doctors Orchestra.
PYO and PYSB are helping me write my story by teaching me, when to lead, when to follow, how to take criticism and apply it to myself, and helping me become a better musician and a better person overall with my organizational skills, my directing skills, and it's just preparing me for life in general.
PYOMI has been a huge compass for her in her musical journey. I mean, being around peers, of like-minded peers. She has a natural musical kind of thing going on there, but certainly the Institute's really fed her and brought her along.
PYO is definitely helping me become a better person. It's helping me learn what I need to reach these goals. And even we talk about things more developmental, like how can I apply myself to make sure I'm improving? How can I work towards something? And the program in general just provides countless opportunities as well.
The unique part of PYJO, the major part of PYJO is Justin Faulkner. He's been such a wonderful mentor and teacher. When I take the kids home in the car, they constantly talk about, well, Justin said this, Justin said that. I think Justin introduced him to the idea of taking notes. He has so many notes. He doesn't go anywhere without his notepad or his phone.
And actually, I see myself in a lot of these students, most of them actually. I was a kid that fell in love with the music that none of my friends listened to. And, I look at Henry and a lot of the other students, they're building bonds that they're going to have for the rest of their lives.
The stories that PYO is writing for these young people, or helping them write in their own lives, is providing kind of like a resource and a backbone to grow as a musician, but to also realize like the influence of arts and culture in like the greater picture of the community of Philadelphia.
Being a member of this orchestra, it feels like a way to learn about life.
I hope to collaborate with other percussionists and bring what PYOMI has given to me as young percussionists. I want to give that to other young percussionists.
To see how the PYO Music Institute really helps move students along in their personal journey. We take great pride in knowing that their participation in PYO Music Institute helps pave their way towards a better future for themselves as tomorrow's leaders.